comes DbD again. Hey everybody, it's Detroit by Dark. How's it going? We're just outside the orbital plane of Neptune again. Here we are. And we're going to chronicle the attack on Earth, which happens every week. And I don't know why people take it so lightly. 10 million people die. Here we go, off to Earth. There, that's Earth. Let's go back to Neptune. Back to Neptune, here we are. Okay, everybody. Let me clumsily go over to OBS. Welcome to the show. I sent out some links, but it's a pop-up show. You never know what's chronicling the weekly attack. In the cosmic vault, the entity, it shuffles these 100 square mile templates of Earth, different landscapes. It shuffles them like a deck of cards in space. It's the most amazing spectacle you've ever seen. And then it sucks that tier, whichever landscape it's chosen, it sucks it into the ichor. I did it. I said Iker Gino. And now what do we do now? We go into the wormhole, where we can play with each other's wormholes. And this is where we can talk about our real lives. And then from here we go to Earth. And the entity, because of the three-body problem, arrives on a random location on Earth. And that's what we do. We generate a random location. It could be anywhere. And then we go there. We fly there. We fly through the air. To Earth. To Earth. If I have this set up right, which I don't. I'm dox myself. That's okay. I don't care anymore. So this is where we land this year. This week, I mean. And we land sort of here, where a man by the name of, ready? Mr. Blue Sky lives right up here. He's been devoured. He's been killed, murdered. So we come south to the nearest untouched territory. It's Poland. 1/4 of Poland is our territory that's being attacked. This week! Now we find out which landscape was chosen. And you have, let me see, if you're in the chat, you have until the end of the spin to declare whether you're a player, whether you want to be a hero who defends Earth, a killer, or just hang out with me. By the way, this game is targeted at 10-year-old Dungeons & Dragons players. Okay, Iguacha Falls. Lots of places to hide, lots of forest. I would say it favors the survivors and not the killer. So what do we do next? Location on Earth. Fly, Google Earth. Oh, back. Who's here? So here, the entity zooms in on these Polish people. I won't use the term. Polish slurs. The P slur. I won't use the P slur. And what happens is, do I do this right? I'm so slow. It's El Borible again. The entity scans the minds of the populace for a killer and a treasure. What do they love? What do they hate? What do they fear? And then it, warning, tentacle porn. It sucks them into the ichor, It sucks able-bodied adults, about 440 able-bodied adults, into the ichor, where they will try to defend against whatever killer is chosen. And that's what we do now. Is first of all, let's talk about Poland a little bit, this territory that we are in. That's something from Poland. Jake Hudson's parents, their home, their childhood home is here in Poland, so that's what's at stake. There are stakes here. There are stakes. Our killer is the Wawa dragon, also known as the Warsaw dragon, the Krakow dragon. They actually have a dragon, a very generic dragon in their history. They even have a cave where you can visit with this statue that blows real fire. Every 2 minutes, a tourist is torched to death, which is kind of entertaining. And then we look at our treasure. Our treasure this week is Polish Snausage, or Kielbasa. And so the entity is going to claim that as its treasure. It's going to suck all the kielbasi into the sky, which, hold that thought. Going up to kielbasi in the sky. Going up the Polish Snausage in the sky. Okay. It has a 5% chance to survive. No one's here to defend. Boom shakalaka, they don't survive because of you. The entity is going to devour this territory. Sucking up all that Polish Snausage. Dying to a dragon. All life. Dogs included. No one shall live here ever again. All is gone. Flies away like as if nothing happened. I look back. The entity never looks back. I look back and I think about 10 million Polish people dead. 10 million. Jake Hudson's parents' childhood home. Just like that. Just like that. But you know where we go now? The wormhole. I turn off the wormhole sound. I go full screen because there's something I want to talk about. Allow me to talk about this for a minute. I didn't even set myself up for this nonsense. What is wrong with my brain? Here we go. What a weekend. Thanks to everyone who came out and supported the open mic in Las Vegas at the Plaza on Monday morning, April 13th. It was a particularly difficult weekend because I was very injured and physically useless. I had very dry lips from the Vegas heat and cracked lips. I was constantly biting my lips. But so many people helped bring this fantastic event together. Thank you to all the audience members at the open mic. From small beginnings to open mics in LA, genuine friendships have grown out of this event and continue to amaze me. There are very good people in the Detroit by Darkiverse, and I want to thank everyone who attended Detroit by Darkamania. We were surrounded by a very toxic group of podcasters who all hate each other and basically are enemies who all came together they come together every year to fight. But it's a generally toxic environment. But Detroit by Darkamania remains a peaceful and encouraging event filled with supportive artists, creators, and performers coming together. Every year I say the same thing. I couldn't do it without you. It's humbling and meaningful for me, despite my terribly dry lips, which I asked Dr. Steve to help me with. And he said he could not write me a note. He would lose his law license. All right, you guys, whatever. What? fucking ever is what I have to say. Back to the Cosmic Vault. Let's drop off those polished, the Kielbasa, and we'll drop it into the Winter Wonderland map. That's not me drawing, that's AI. And then we will, what's next? We have a testimonial this week. Do we? Testimonial? We do. And I want to say thank you to everyone who watched us this week, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching the open mic, you guys. These are my 3 audience members. I have another picture. For the true fans. And thanks, guys.